Hi everyone, my name is Theresa Fox. This is my final video presentation for holistic health. Just a little bit about me. I am a senior at MSU Denver. I'm majoring in therapeutic recreation, and yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. So first of all, I'm going to show you my art project, and at first it might be a little scary, but I will definitely go in and talk about all of the different aspects of this mask, why I made it, and what it means to me. Okay, so first I got the idea from one of my TR professors at Metro. Her name is Karen Wenzel, and it's called a life mask. And so what I did to make this was I had my friend help me, and what we did was I laid down and she put the plaster, it's quick drying plaster, it's like the stuff they use for medical casts, and she put it on my face. Well, first we put on petroleum jelly so it wouldn't stick and harm my skin, and then she started getting the plaster wet and sticking it all over my face, and then we let it dry, and then after a little bit we put on a second layer so it would hold up better. And so after a little bit, we took it off and then let it dry for 24 hours. And so this is actually my face, if you look at it. And so I will go more into what all of the items on this represent, but basically I just wanted this project, this art project, to demonstrate my inner change throughout this class. You will see on the inside that I have put dirt, and that's what all these brown marks are. And the dirt on the inside, that just kind of represents how before taking this class, I was dirty on the inside, and I was not happy with myself and where I was in this point in my life. And so on the outside, I wanted to demonstrate my inner change that happened throughout the course of this class, and how all of the lessons that I learned have helped me and have helped me to become a better person. And so I guess I'll just go into some of the different aspects on the outside. So I'll start with the eyes, which is my favorite part. And the eyes, I put glitter on them, you can see. I did that because I just feel like now my eyes are just like wide open. They're so much brighter and vibrant, and I just look at things from a completely different point of view now, from a completely different perspective, and I have like a new vision of the world, and that's why I did that, why I put the glitter on the eyes. And then I'll go into the cheeks. So I have glittery pink stars on the cheeks, and I did that because after this class, I'm just so much happier and more excited about things, and so that makes my cheeks just like pink and excited. And so that's what I wanted to demonstrate through those stars, was just that I'm just so much more happy about myself and my life, and that's why I did that. And then on the lips, I put a red lip on there, just because, you know, for me, when I wear a red lipstick, that's when I'm feeling confident and I'm feeling like I can just take on the world. And so that's why I put the red lips on there, is because after this class, I'm so much more confident about myself, about everything that I'm doing. And that's why I did that. And so now I'll talk about these little nature aspects that I added onto my mask. And so after taking this class, I just have a completely renewed look on like being outside and being in the outdoors. Before, I always loved being outside, hiking, camping, doing anything in nature, but I never really experience the true appreciation for being outside in nature and how therapeutic and beneficial that can be to me. And so now I just wanted to put these on here to demonstrate that I do have a renewed appreciation for nature and just how it can make me feel so grounded, and I love that. And then also, okay, so that's that. And then I just added this little thing in here. It is a flower, but I just like jewelry, so I wanted to put that on there to demonstrate that. And so that's kind of the mask basically. I'll go more into the words and what each one means in a little bit, but I just wanted to talk about the different materials that I used. So now, okay, the colors of the words on the inside and the outside. Each color represents a different dimension of the 7 dimensions of health and holism that we've been talking about throughout this entire class. And so I guess I'll just go ahead and jump right into which each one means. Okay, so the green, and you'll see right here, I have the green written, and it says don't care. And this stands for the physical health and well-being. For the first topic that we covered from the 7 dimensions of health and holism. And so physical health and well-being, why I wrote don't care is because before I never really cared about what I looked like, taking care of my body, taking care of myself. And then on the outside, I wrote healthy because now after learning about how to take care of myself and how important that is, I have learned that, you know, being healthy and appreciating my well-being is super important, and it's something that I need to value. And so I really appreciated learning how to do that throughout this class. And so next, the red, which stands for the mental understanding and wisdom part of this class. That stands for, okay, so here, I'll go on to the inside first. So first I have stress written there, and then anxiety at the bottom. I use 2 words because that's how I felt before taking this class. And then on the outside, I have stress-free. And I wrote that because I really appreciated the cognitive restructuring portion from the Seed Word book that talked about how to recognize stress and then how to deal with it. So really just, you know, being aware of your stress, and it talked about how to like be aware of it and acknowledge it, and then how to identify situations that are stressful, and then how to appraise the situation and then reappraise it, and then look at it from a different viewpoint. And then after doing that, you create a new frame of mind, and then you actually implement that stress management. And after doing that whole thing, you just learn to evaluate it and see if it was effective, did it work? And doing that whole process throughout stressful situations in my life has really, really helped me to become more stress-free and just look at how, or figure out how to look at a stressful situation different. And I really appreciated learning that. So that's the mental understanding and wisdom portion. And then the black, that's the financial understanding and wisdom. And here I have it written on the inside as guilty. So before, I felt guilty about my financial situation because my parents have helped me my entire life, especially in school. And so on the outside, I wrote gratitude. And I wrote that because I did do the portion of the class where you write a thank you note to whoever it is that you feel guilty and in debt to. And writing that thank you note really helped me, and it just made me feel renewed and like I had this weight off my shoulders, and I really appreciated that. So next is the teal, and that's the relationships portion of the class, and that is where I wrote never good enough. And I wrote that because before in my relationships, especially my intimate relationships, I never felt like I was good enough or like I was up to par. And so on the outside, I wrote both, or actually 3 things: acceptance, communication, and thankful. Because throughout the lessons that we learned in this portion of the class, I learned that I am worthy of being loved. I am worthy of having a good relationship, and I can work on relationships, and I can do that through communication and good communication. And I loved learning the different good ways to communicate with people and healthy ways to do that, and I've been applying that in my relationships, and it's been really helping. So next is the orange, which is the social life and community. This was my favorite portion of the class. And so first I wrote on the inside that I hated confronting others. And it's kind of hard to see because it's a little dirted out. But I wrote that because growing up in my family, confrontation was not something that we did. It just wasn't a part of my family life. So I've always struggled with that. And so on the outside I wrote pay it forward, and I wrote that because I really loved the chalk video from this portion of the class, and it really just taught me that, being with other people and doing something for them that is going to just brighten their day is so important. And I've really been practicing this technique throughout my life. I'll go to Starbucks and buy a coffee and be like, hey, I'll get that person's coffee behind me, and it just makes their day, and I love that. And also this class taught me how to better confront people and just be around people in general, and I'm just really appreciative for that. And so next is the purple, which is the spirituality, and right here I have, or actually we'll talk about the inside first. So I had scared. So before, with my spirituality, I was always scared to talk about my faith. I'm a Christian, I believe in God, and I was always scared to just kind of talk about that with people because I was afraid of being judged. So on the outside I wrote freely express, and I wrote that because now especially after reading the Jesus of Nazareth portion of the book, how it talked about unconditional love and how to express that, I feel so much more free to express love towards people and express my faith, and I'm really grateful for that. And then finally we have the royal blue, and on the inside I wrote timid. And I wrote that because, royal blue stands for vocation, service, and leadership. And I wrote timid because this was kind of relates to my future endeavors in life. And so I'm actually going to do my internship this summer at the USARC in Big Bear Lake, California. And I just was so scared about, you know, getting out into the world in the profession of TR, working with other people, and just starting this new journey in my life. And so on the outside I wrote, take charge of my life. And I wrote this because this portion of the class really taught me how important it is to just be excited and take charge of like what I'm doing, and really just accept that what I'm doing, especially with my internship and my future, is going to be a really great thing, and that I need to be confident in that, and then I need to appreciate that and be proud of myself. And so that's just basically what my project is, what I did. I'll show you guys again just so you can get a good look at it. It was really fun. I really enjoyed doing this project, and it really helped me to just look deeper into myself and see myself from a different perspective. You know, you never get the chance to look at yourself from like someone else's different point of view, and just being able to look at my face from 3 dimension, that was really just a humbling practice, and it made me just to really appreciate myself, my life, where I am, and just how far I've come throughout this class. So I'm really thankful for that, and I just want to say thank you all for watching, and I had a really great time in this class, and I look forward to watching everyone else's videos. Thank you.